Welcome back into the Sports Source. All right, quick slants. In other words, I'm going to throw some things at you, and you guys can comment very, very quickly. First, Peyton Manning was back in town yesterday, cut a $3 million check for academic scholarships and to the athletic department in honor of the great Gus Manning and Carmen and Deborah Tagano. Nobody gives back to the university, you know, like Peyton Manning does. He's up there now in the Haslam zone, in the Ergen zone, the big donors. He's doing it. There was a photo taken yesterday, though. Condredge Holloway had his, or whenever he was having his jersey retired, at the baseball jersey at the baseball game. Peyton Manning and Todd Helton both stopped in to say howdy to him, to surprise him. Here's my question for you. In terms of a Tennessee trio, a Tennessee three, former players, could there be any three that garner more goodwill than those three guys? I mean, that may just be your ultimate collect. I mean, Al Wilson, maybe you could put him in for somebody and it would still be the same. There aren't many guys that generate that kind of goodwill.
No, there's not. I mean, and even when you think about what they've accomplished both at UT and Condredge in the CFL and in the administration side, and the thing about Condredge that really gets me, he really stays, you know, in the background.
Yes.
He doesn't seek any kind of publicity, so maybe he's not out there in the public eye where people know as much. But no, I mean, that's a pretty strong three.
To a generation that's a little older than the ones that worship Peyton, I know old people worship Peyton too, but to that older little generation, Condredge he's an icon.
Yeah. Bob, he's your favorite.
He's my favorite, and I can't. I mean, maybe if you threw out Johnny Majors, you know,
but
maybe if you put him.
But even then, you had the former people.
Exactly.
You had
I mean, but that might be the only other guy that could work into that picture.
You could say Grunfeld and King, but King was split from the university for a long time. Grunfeld really doesn't have that much to do with UT. Doesn't come around as much. Helton doesn't come to town that much that we know of, but the thing is, he's a Knoxville guy. Yeah. If somebody needs to grab that picture off Twitter and go get all three of those guys to sign it. If you're a Tennessee fan, that's the ultimate photo.
And John, that's like three icons for our Mount Rushmore.
Yes, for the Mount Rushmore. That's right. Yeah. All right. Very quickly, a couple of things Nike's done this week as we wait for Tennessee to unveil what Nike is doing with them. Here's what they did for Michigan State. You're going to look at your TV this fall and say, "Yeah, that's me. Who is that?"
It's like Colorado State.
Yeah. Now, I was about to say, what's that on their helmet?
Well, here's what you don't get, Bob. Please, the bronze represents the Spartan shield, and the design was inspired by their phalanx battle formation.
Oh,
now it's all crystal clear.
Exactly. Yeah. I should have recognized the phalanx battle formation.
Yes, I mean, it's very clearly on the uniform there. And then you look at the next one. North Carolina, of course, they have two of the pretty, like Tennessee, they have two of the prettiest colors, blue and white, just perfect. And of course, they've changed everything to black. But they've worn Argyle on their basketball uniforms for a long time. Now they have Argyle on their football uniforms. It's right down the middle of the helmet. It's around the jersey. It's down the pant leg. So I could deal with that one a little more than I can that Michigan State thing. But North Carolina just does not need a black uniform. That's pretty color. Why go with something else? But
wow.
And if we have to do this, John, can I ask how many times you're going to wear this uniform if it is changed at Tennessee this drastically?
Once? I don't know. If you like Oregon, it's different every week. I don't have time. Only I can talk here. And all I want to say is this. Stop calling it smoky gray. I'm tired of that. Tired of hearing smoky gray. That was used as a bull sales pitch to us, to everyone to say, oh, it's our palette. It's special for us. Everyone in the country wears the exact same shade of gray, especially everyone in Adidas. So stop with the smoky gray. It's just gray. I don't want to hear smoky anymore.
Are there more than 50?
Can you tell I'm tired of the smoky gray? When we come back, who's the best player on Tennessee's football team this year? Interesting question. We'll see what the answer is. Come on back on the Sports Source.